Hello, and today I'm gonna do an unboxing with you of the brand new HD Professional Nail Systems Violet Pro. So this little beauty here has been something we've been testing for a very long time now. We actually had two e-files launch at the same time, so I will do a separate video for the Violet Luxe. So you will get your HD Violet Pro in this cute little box here. And all you need to do is you can just slide this sleeve off like this. Okay, and we've got the box. Just to show you some of the features on the outside of the box, it will show you on here, it will give you a brief breakdown of everything that it does. So it has a HD display with your rotary speed. It's got an immense high torque, one of the very few e-files on the market that has a 4.8 NTM torque, 35 RPM. It's ultra smooth, very quiet, virtually vibration free. To top it off, we have the smart play and pause control, so it makes it super easy for you to use. You don't have to switch it on and off. I'm going to go through that with you. It has your forward and reverse, and it also has a smart safety overload protection feature. Each e-file has its own serial number, and we track that so that if in unusual circumstances you have an issue with your e-file within the 1 year warranty period, you will need to give us that serial number, and then we can go back and check manufacturing faults, all sorts of stuff that we can do, and I'll go through the warranty with you again in a little while. So let's get to opening the actual e-file. So we will open this box. I think I actually have it up the right way. Okay. And inside your box, you will see you have your HD Pro, Violet Pro, sort of little booklet manual. And inside here, it gives you a little bit about some of the features. It then tells you the technical specifications. So we have 35 RPM, a 4.8 centimeter torque, which is something, again, like I say, is very few e-files on the market, and we'll talk about torque in a little while because it is super important that we have that high torque. There is also your cautions here, so I'm going to go through that in a minute. But in here, it gives you all of the ins and outs and all the different bits of the e-file, how to operate it, okay, your handpiece, and then on the back it tells you about precautions and your warranty on the back as well. So inside you will have obviously your HD Violet Pro e-file. So let's just take that out. Okay, so it's really beautiful, sleek, looks beautiful on your desk as well. Okay, you have your on-off button here. You will plug your lead into there. So this is the desktop version. Then on the back, you can see there's your serial number, what the file is, power rating and everything like that. These are so that it doesn't, these little plastic bits on the bottom here, so that it doesn't scratch on your desk and it's harder for it to slide around because it kind of grips to the surface. You then also in the box have your UK power lead. So it comes in two parts. So you have this part here. This will be the part that fits into the back of your e-file. So we'll pop that just into there. And then your second part, because it depends on what country you're in, it will have different leads, so you don't have to have a converter. Okay, and then you plug that section into there. And then we also need to make sure we'll take that off. Our advice is to keep the box and all the bits that come with it, just in case, because if anything was to ever happen, which is highly unlikely, you would need to obviously send this back for us to look at and stuff like that, in the original packaging. I'm just going to plug this in. Okay, plug that in. And you can see now the indicator on here has gone green. So that means you know that there's power going to your e-file. And then in this little box in here, move that over, is your handpiece. Okay. So we've got really strong, sturdy cord, none of this thin speaker wire that you plug in. So good quality e-file. Really nice and sleek. It's very, very lightweight. And inside here, you can see it's got a blank. Now, whenever you've finished using your e-file, you would need to put this back in. It just prevents any damage from happening to the chuck, any dirt or dust creeping inside, anything like that. So always make sure you put that piece back in. And then we need to plug this in. So you go to the side and plug that in. Then on the back, you can switch that on. You can see here, we've got our really nice display screen. So we recommend that you, when you clean this, you just clean it with a very light damp cloth and just wipe down any dust. Do not use any chemicals or acetone or anything of the sort over on the display screen, because it will damage and ruin it. So you can see here we have our start and pause button. This is your forward and reverse. So at the moment you can see it's on forward there because it says F. It's not running at the moment. Your RPM is there and it will tell you that. And you can change the RPM here and here. These are just touch buttons. They're all built in, so it's nice and smooth. So it means that you've got less cleaning to do. And that all of your buttons and everything like that on a lot of other e-files, dust gets caught up in it. It's really hard to clean, and then it goes in and it clogs it up. So on your handpiece, let's just go through some of these features. You have an unlock and a lock, and it is as simple as you grip onto this section here, go to the left, unlocks it. You can get your e-file bit, pop that in, and then make sure you turn it to the right. It locks it in place, and just check that it's not coming out. Okay. So then on your e-file machine, we're going to press just gently here. You can see it very, very light touch. You don't need to do much. And we're now at 9,000 RPM. 10,000 RPM. We can pause. And we can just press to go into forward instead of reverse. And it keeps the RPM that you were working at. So in a lot of previous e-files on the market, you've had to switch the machine off. You've had to put it in reverse. Then you'd have to switch it back on, put it back up to the RPM that you want. And this takes away all of that. So it's really smart. It's clever. I love the start pause feature because it makes it so much easier and quicker. So I can then just pop this back in if I want to do some handwork with a file or a cuticle pusher. It's going to keep everything there for me, and I can just pick this straight back up, press start, and it goes again. And you can hear it is super, super quiet. You can barely hear it. You probably can't even hear it on camera, to be fair. And then when you finish, just press pause again, and then you can continue. You can then go up, and it will go up to 35 RPM. Okay, start again. You can hear it's very powerful. It's got a high torque, so you shouldn't have any loss of power when you're working on acrylic, hard gels, trying to take any length down, anything like that, it's absolutely perfect. So press pause. When you've finished with your e-file, our suggestion is to get, when you finish, you'll have dust everywhere, get your dusting brush and just dust off any dust before you take your bit out. That means you don't have to use dust caps. So if you do that first, so then unlock, pull that out, and if you've finished using your e-file, put your blank back in, lock it into place, put it in. And then we also recommend that you always, when you finish, turn the power off to it, okay? So, really hope that you enjoy your new HD Filet Pro. If you have any other questions, then obviously you can drop us an email. But yeah, I think you're all going to absolutely love this. It's perfect. We've tested it for such a long time, over 18 months now, I think. And it's got all the features and benefits that a really busy nail tech would want. So you can just pick it up, do you know what I mean? And then just carry on using it. So yeah, enjoy your new Filet Pro. And I will see you all again very soon.